Hi, I'm Kirk with Printed Electronics for the Regular Person. Do you think maybe your circuit could benefit from some new technology? Something that would enable you to print it and maybe even be flexible? This series of videos should give you an idea if it could work for you. I think there are some great opportunities in agriculture for printed electronics. It's kind of a wide open world at this point, but there's really two general opportunities here. First one is kind of the food chain monitoring part. How does the product get from the field to the table, and how do we know what all happened to it along the way? And the second part is kind of the grower applications. So how to help the farmer do what they do a little bit better. Both of these use sensors. Now let's look at the farmer's situation for the moment. Right now, they usually have a point measurement of water. So they've got a sensor in the ground and they're measuring moisture at typically one spot for a lot of land. They also have to figure out nutrients, and they also have to figure out pathogens. So right now, they measure water at one point, and then they want to walk around the field and grab the soil and try to figure out, does it seem wetter or drier or whatever, and they're typically running their irrigation in a consistent fashion over the whole field. You could conceivably put many more sensors in the field because they're going to be so much cheaper when you print them. You could also monitor plants if you wanted to on an individual basis, at least in theory at this point. If we look at the nutrients part, right now the way that it works is if you think that there's a deficiency in the soil, you take a sample and you send it off to the lab and you wait a few days and it comes back and it says your plants are short of iron. That's why they're so pale. And in that 3-4 days, whatever it took, the plant continued to suffer, the production went down, and then it takes you a day or two to apply the iron, and then a little bit longer for the plant to recover. So you could measure the soil nutrients in real time in many places and apply product as needed. Same thing is true of the pathogens. If you think the plant is sick, then you have to send a sample off to the lab and then wait until the results come back and then take some action. So here are a couple of examples of things to come. This is a vineyard, and the idea is that you could put a monitor right on the vine. That's what they're trying to show here, is a monitor right on the vine, and it would measure moisture in the vine, and you could very precisely control the moisture to stress the grapes at just the right time, concentrate the flavors, and make great wine. There are also applications in the food chain monitoring industry. That's what I was talking about a little bit earlier, and this is an example from Donnelly printing it. And what they're doing is printing actually antennas onto labels for RFID. This is 1/10 to 1/100th of the cost of the conventional way of doing it. So there's a tremendous cost advantage here. And as this technology develops, you should be able to create patches or monitors or stickers that include not only the monitoring of the product, but it will also record it and make the data available to the user. So you'd be able to find out where and when that clamshell of strawberries was packed in California, what temperatures it was kept at, was it organic or not, and how it got all the way to the store, which would ensure food safety. So I think you can see there are lots of opportunities in ag. Most of them include sensors and transmission of data like antennas and RFID. It's very much a wide open world with a lot of application. Thanks for watching my video. I hope that you learned something that you could really use. This is a very quickly changing technology. If you want to keep up, please subscribe to our channel. There are going to be updates all the time. If you think that this technology might really work for you, then what you need is called an integrator in this world. And here's a list of local integrators that you can contact. Thanks again, and I can't wait to see you again next time.